day, folks. Hot day here in southern Indiana. I'm going to give you a little quick tour of my Ron Paulk inspired tool trailer. This is a 24-foot trailer by Rock Solid Trailers out of Georgia. We've had the trailer about a year. It's been in service about 6 months now. We've been using it and we love it. Anyway, I'm going to give you a quick little tour of the outside and we'll go inside. So all of our shore power is right here. 110, simple 110 outlet seems to work fine. And right underneath there, I don't know if you can see that, but that is our air outlets. There's 4 of them there. They're plumb to the inside to our compressor. This is the back. It's got this nifty little awning on the back here, overhang. It kind of helps in the rain. We oftentimes don't close up our door right away, so kind of handy. Yeah, that's about everything on the outside. Let's go inside. So before I begin, I want to mention Ron Paulk. I don't know how many of you are familiar with him, but he's a very crafty carpenter that has inspired most of this trailer. He's got some really cool designs for his what he calls a smart wood shop. He sells trailer plans that are modular. You can fit them to different size trailers. I did not actually purchase his plans, but the concept you will see is largely his ideas. He focuses really hard on efficiency, and that's something I need to work on. So for the last 2 years, that's kind of been my goal, is to try to figure out ways to trim and make our setup more efficient. So if you haven't checked him out, please do. I'll have a link in the description below. He's got some neat ideas. I guarantee you can learn something. So I'm just going to do a quick pan around and we'll walk down each side and kind of go a little more in depth. The lighting, simple lighting on the LED lighting on the ceiling in there. It's on a 3-way switch. We've got switches at both doors. Oh, also we have some 12-volt lighting to a marine battery just for when we're randomly loading stuff here at the shop or something and we're not hooked up to power. We'll go down the right side here right away. So in the back here I've got 2 6-foot step ladders, 2 4s. We've got some random shovels, digging iron, post hole digger, table saw, 12-inch planer. Above here I've got a portable work table. That is a new addition. Those are two 2-foot by 8-foot pieces that are stacked on top of each other, and they sit on portable sawhorses, which is stored inside. It's been kind of a handy thing, especially finish work, but even we even use it framing. Laying out prints, just miscellaneous stuff. I have it coated with a marine grade spar, so don't worry about the weather too much on it. I suppose eventually it'll probably show signs of wear, but it's fine for now. And chop saw down here, framing chop saw. Eventually here will be my finish saw. Below there, leaf blowers. In the back's cordless chainsaw. This is our pouches. Oh, by the way, I'm rocking the new Diamondback Denali now for about 6 months. Love it. Expensive, but they're pretty cool. Check them out. They've got some cool features, and I had an Occidental for many years, and I still like Occidental. Good pouches for the money. Anyway, these 2 banks of drawers is all fasteners. Top here got pocket hole screws, drywall screws, miscellaneous short deck screws, concrete fasteners. And down on the bottom we've got some structural screws, nails. Up top here in this one, trim coil nails, fascia screws, trim fasteners. This is tapes, strings, chalk lines, and that is not organized yet, so it's just kind of thrown in there. Personal hand tools. Kind of just got a slot for each guy. Just some random personal hand tools. Oh, by the way, these are kind of cool. This is from Diamondback. This is something we've recently purchased a couple of these. Got a strong little clip here. Clips on your pouch, belt, whatever, pocket, and a little drawstring top. Kind of slick for random fasteners that you don't want in your pouch for days on end. I use it a lot for H-clips when we're sheeting roofs. Just yank it off and dump it out when you're done. All of our cordless drills, batteries up on top shelf, chargers. This is really handy, which I actually had this in my other trailer too, but just grab and go. A lot of times there's a battery on the drill already, just much faster. This first drawer here is all of our bits, and this has actually been really handy. Our other trailer was a rat's nest. Couple bins for everything, and so yeah, this is really nice. This makes it much more efficient. You don't have to hunt for a bit. This is a bunch of snips, hand benders, so on. Below here is mostly empty. Tool lanyards, a few drill accessories. This here, drill bits. This is all of our concrete drill bits and hole saws, Forstners. Oh, some hand tools. And above here I have track saws, tracks from a track saw, the short ones anyway, and a few other random things. My long track is on the ceiling, and microwave, rotary laser sitting there for now. I intend to have a secondary vacuum here. There's one below, but either a cordless or a small corded, but that's there for now. In the front, we've got a router up there. Up there is a marine grade power, deep cycle marine battery for the LED lighting. And up here is usually where my print table's at. This is usually got prints strewn out here. You may notice this, but all these other drawers that I've been opening, we got latches on all of them. On the side here, we just kind of fabricated this cheap little latch. I was afraid they would come out during transport, but this just pops up and it hooks on a screw. There's a little stud back there that hooks on. Nothing much, but it does seem to work just fine. These front ones I don't have latches on, except for these great big deep ones I do. Marking and layout, random small lasers, tapes, more layout. PPE, more PPE, and yeah, knee pads, a heat gun. These center drawers, these are bought in latches on these slides. I would have loved to use these throughout the trailer, but it would have been very costly. This is clamps, pry bars, couple security cameras, vac accessories, glue, marking paint, random everything, router bits, and some sanding tool accessories. Oh, another thing I got from somebody's trailer, I can't remember who it is, but these rare earth magnets work really cool for storing your tool wrenches for the routers. These are the different router tool wrenches. Matter of fact, got some on this side too. Tie downs, grease gun, files, some string lights, work lights, more bulbs, work lights, more vac accessories. So I used all melamine on all of the construction in here except for the bench top and a few other things. And you know, there's the downsides to melamine, and that's the weight. I had people concerned about it, worried about, you know, how much weight I'm going to add. Yeah, I can't remember. I want to say it's 30% more weight than plywood. What I love about it is the fact that it's clean. I went through here recently and just quick wiped things down. Our other trailer was made of mostly CDX plywood, and after years of sweat and grimy fingers, it looks disgusting. And I suppose if you would lacquer plywood or something, that could turn out nice. But so that's one of the reasons I used it. The second reason, it was cheap. When I built this, did most of the build out in this trailer. Finished grade plywood is about $80 some a sheet. This stuff was 33, I think, or 32. It hardly moved. It cleans easily. It's bright. It's white. If you was to pull this trailer every day, I probably wouldn't recommend it. Or if you were building a compact setup that you're trying to pull with like a half-ton truck or something, probably wouldn't recommend it. You know, weight's a big deal then. I'm pulling with a 3/4 ton truck. Got plenty of power. Not an issue. Matter of fact, it pulls very nicely. It actually pulls nicer than the 18-foot I had prior to this, and I suppose that's mostly due to finally getting some proper weight distribution. That's the other thing, is I hardly pull the trailer. Oftentimes this trailer might sit for 2 months at a shot without being moved. We build custom homes mostly here in southern Indiana, and our job sites so far in the last while have been plenty big to accommodate a big trailer, and like I said, we don't move it much. So yeah, that's kind of why I built it the way I did, and that's why it's as big as it is. I can totally see if you're a remodel guy or somebody moving around quite a bit, you wouldn't want something this big. It would be unhandy and a pain to pull. But yeah. One thing I don't have done yet on these two sides, this one and that other corner, I tend to do just a door, hinge door, a tall hinge door, and I don't know, I may leave this one open for now. The other one I intend to put a couple shelves in, store hard hats, etc. in there possibly. I just ain't got that done yet. Over here's our squares, and up top is our cut hub workstations that clip on the saw stands. Down low is the cut hub saw stands themselves. If you're not familiar with cut hub, check them out. Really cool. We have had that saw stand system for a year now and really like it. It's expensive and I drug my feet for a long time, but it's gonna pay for itself, I'm pretty certain. It really speeds it up. Oftentimes when we was framing beforehand, I was thinking about setting up the second saw because we were waiting on the saw guy. And now with the cut hub and being able to turn out accurate, repeatable cuts, the saw guy is waiting on us now. I mean, we're not pretty much never waiting on him. So this is one of Ron Paulk's things, is cubbies and drawers. You'll find that in his designs. That's what he stresses hard. No cases, and I have absolutely enjoyed it. Our other trailer had just a couple random shelves in it, and we used all the tool cases. They're big, they're bulky. Oftentimes the tool you need is hidden behind 3 other cases. You got to move it, then you got to get it out of its case. Where do you put the case? We're kicking them around on the floor. This has been a tremendous time saver, and it's way more efficient. Everything's out of its case, it's ready to roll. You just grab it and walk out. And some of these are empty. I have some extra space. You'll notice all of these up here are dadoed every 2 inches with a 1/4 inch groove to accommodate these dividers. So this is all interchangeable. I just take off a couple of these channels and I can change those out as my tools change and respace them. So trim guns, a few random electric tools that I hardly use, recip saw, my track saw, and that's one thing nice about this big trailer. We came from an 18-foot trailer and I didn't carry, I carried half of these tools and probably a bit more, but I didn't carry near this much stuff because I couldn't. And if I would have redesigned it, I could have carried more, but with the current design, yeah, we are carrying so much more. I don't have to think about what I got to load in the morning. I know I've got the tools to do the job, so that's really nice. But yeah, some more cordless tools, grinders, concrete drills, cordless planer, cordless circular saws. And above here is our pneumatic nailers, a couple framers, pass load impulse, positive placement, siding coil nailer, button cap nailers, medium crown staplers. Back going through these drawers, I'm going to back up to the front here again. This top drawer is kind of a lot of the small blades, knife blades, sawzall blades, whatnot. This is all our circular saw blades, grinder wheels. This one's mostly empty, random zip ties, and this is the cut hub, sauce to stop. And that's an empty one, which is awesome, so I will use it eventually. Tape. Another empty one. And one day I'm probably gonna, routers, sanders, I'm probably gonna label these drawers. I've just been hesitant to because everything's subject to change. We just kind of started putting stuff in here and we're just gonna see how it works. But I'm very likely gonna move some things around. But I pretty well know where everything is, but if some random person walks in here and wants to find something, you've got 39 drawers to look into. Shims, yeah, random things. Caulking, sealant. Kind of unknown. This is one I just recently organized. Air tool, random pneumatic fittings and whatnot. Shelving and pocket hole stuff. Here I've got some roller stands underneath here. Bigger deck screws, ledger locks, random screws. Our air compressor sits there. It is plumbed in. A little short whip of a hose goes to the floor and out to that splitter outside. Camp chairs for break time. And here I've got 2 8-foot step ladders and 2 16-foot extension ladders. Above this here I've got 2 24-foot extension ladders. This is kind of what we came up with for now, but this thing here simply swings down and those slide out. Not super proud of how that all is. It may change. Cords, hoses, sledgehammer splitters. In the back here, got our brooms. It's not a perfect design. There's things I'd probably redo already. I drew the trailer about 3 times on paper and finally just had to wing it. There's always some things you didn't think about. But so far we like it, we love it, and like I said, I appreciate all you guys that have put tours of your tool trailers on YouTube, because I've probably watched them. I've looked at many trailers and gathered a lot of neat ideas. And yeah, there's always something new to learn. And one cool thing about Ron Paulk is he stresses efficiency so much. And it's really changed my game. Changed the way I do, changed the way I think. I'm always thinking now, is there possibly a more efficient way to do this? You know, what can I do? How can I do this a little more efficiently with my work? And oh, one thing I think I did forget to mention, I have my levels here. I'm not just crazy about this. My other trailer, I had level pockets. They were pretty fast to grab, but I could not find a spot that really worked out, so I use these little level holders from FastCap, and they work great. Nothing wrong with them. But I think that pretty well wraps it up in here. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.